Hello everyone, this is Ambitious Painter and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, so you have been staring at figure drawings, trying to copy them, and it looks fine. But the moment you try to draw the same figure in a different pose or angle, boom, your brain goes error 404, figure not found. That's because you're focusing on copying details instead of understanding the actual form, the 3D shapes that make the figure work from every angle. If you just copy, you get stuck. You can't create, you can't animate, you can't even shift the pose without it looking wonky. So here's what we are going to do instead. First, look at the figure carefully. Then simplify it, break it down, basic shapes, gesture, line of action. Next, memorize the idea of the pose. What's the flow? Where's the weight? What's happening? Finally, try drawing it from another angle without looking. This method is gold, not just for your elementary or intermediate exams, but for animation, comics, character design, anything where you need to move beyond copying and actually create. Alright, let's take this reference from Pinterest. Nice standing figure. I'm going to show you two basic figures, one standing and sitting figure. These two are must practice for you. Why? Because in almost every memory drawing, whether it's a classroom scene, a marketplace, a park, these simple figures will come in handy. I'll also be giving you more common poses later, including female figures like one in a sari and one in a salwar kameez, so you are ready for every kind of composition. But for now, these two are your foundation. If you practice these well before your exams, trust me, they'll be set in your mind. You will be able to draw them confidently, neatly, and without panic. And yes, I'll also be showing you how to draw them without looking, how to memorize the figure, visualize it, and then draw it from memory. We're going to do that step by step. So let's get started. As you can see, the first thing I did was set the page, making sure the entire figure would fit comfortably within the space. I visualized and marked the area where the figure would be placed. After that, I divided the height into 7 equal parts, following the 7-head proportion model. Then I began drawing the head, starting with a simple spear to establish its basic shape. The head technique I'm using here is based on the Andrew method. It's a very effective and simplified way to construct the head, which makes drawing the full figure much easier. I recommend you to follow this method for accuracy and proportion. I'll be creating a separate video dedicated to Andrew head construction, and I'll notify you when it's ready. So stay tuned for that. For now, since this is a basic full figure study, just practice along and focus on getting the proportions right. As you can see, the head in this drawing is turned towards the right side completely, so it is also called as the profile angle. So make sure the angle of the head reflects that direction. Keeping it simple is the key. When we draw a full figure, we don't need to draw every single line or detail. We focus on the basic structure and keep it as simple as possible. With more practice, you'll notice that you'll start reducing unnecessary lines, and eventually you'll be able to draw the outer shape directly with confidence and ease. Now let's move to the shoulders. You can see that the shoulders are slightly tilted towards the left side. They form a diagonal line slanting to the left. It's important to capture this tilt because when your angles are clear, you can draw almost anything with ease. Next, we focus on the line of action. In this figure, the line of action has a slight curve. The chest is pushed out while the stomach area is pulled in. To show this clearly, we'll draw the torso as a simple cuboid in 3D form. The chest will be out and the stomach area will be curved inwards. Notice all that the waist is slightly tilted towards the right, which is the opposite diagonal to the shoulders. This natural twist of the body is essential for creating a dynamic pose. Once the box for the torso is done, we move on to the arms. The arms and the legs are drawn using cylinders. So you can see that from the box, from the cuboid, we are directly starting the cylinder attached to it. So it's going backwards a little. So you can see it's the hand is creating a foreshortening, and then the extension of the hand. I'm really sorry the camera wasn't focused properly, so you might not be able to see the palm clearly in this video. I had assumed the full drawing was visible. So the other arm comes straight down, again using a cylinder for the basic form. This goes down this way. From there, you can continue building the hand and the rest of the figure. This is the inner part of the cuboid, so that you'll be able to see how the cuboid is twisting itself. The cylinder and then the hand in a very simple way. I haven't complicated things in any way. It's just a simple geometrical figure. Then the legs, the thighs, everything will be depicted using cylinders because it's a simple way. You can also do it with cuboids, but then there will be no variation and you'll be getting stuck into one simple shape. So, this is being diverse and remembering things. So, if you have variety, you'll remember it more clearly. Now I'm going to make the drawing a little clearer using markers. So pay close attention to how I finalize the figure. In the beginning, I only created a rough sketch to set the basic structure. Now with the help of marker, you will be able to see the final approach more clearly. This step will help you understand how to clean up your lines and bring clarity to your figure drawing. I also have an important announcement to make. From now on, I'll be creating my videos in two languages, English as well as Hindi. So, for those who are more comfortable learning in Hindi, you can watch the Hindi version of the video. I'll be uploading both versions to make sure that um, no student feels left out or struggles because of language barriers. I know there are many students and young artists out there who are looking for ways to improve their drawing skills, and I don't want anyone to waste time searching or waiting for the right video. This is my small effort to make learning accessible for everyone. So, kids, this is for you. Make sure to check out both versions and follow whichever one helps you learn better. I also want to let you know that I'll be uploading content related to your exams, your college assignments, and school art projects as well. Since I have taught in both schools and colleges, I am familiar with the curriculum and the types of assignments you receive. So I'll be guiding you through all of that step by step. Honestly, I never really had the time or focus to create videos before, but now I'm putting in a lot of effort to bring you as much valuable content as possible. I have even started learning digital drawings right now. It's basic, but I'm working on improving, and I'll be sharing that journey with you too. So stick with me and make sure you watch the videos till the end. If you watch only half, you might miss important details and get stuck, especially when exams come around. Drawing is the work of patience, and I don't want you to struggle or give up. I'm here to help you through it. Just stay connected and keep practicing. Now, here you can see this is a seated figure. I'm starting by marking the head again. The total height should be around 4 to 5 head units. So, I've taken 5 head model for this figure. As always, I'll begin the head with a simple spear. But I think I need to shift this circle slightly to the right side because otherwise the legs won't fit properly on the page. So, let me just do it. Again, the same, the head with the Andrew Loomis method. Look how simple it looks. It's just that if you do it continuously, you'll be doing it more naturally. The neck is a little backwards. Now, this is an old man. So, the sitting posture will be slightly different from that of a younger person. His shoulders will be a little hunched, lifted slightly upward, and the back will have a gentle inward curve, giving the body a hinged appearance. So, make sure to draw it accordingly, capturing this subtle change in posture. This also reminds me to tell you something important for your memory drawings. Also, this thing that always try to include figures of all age groups. There should be variety: children, women, men, elderly men, and women, each with different hairstyles, different clothing styles, and unique postures. This not only shows your observation skills, your ability to notice people on the streets or in daily life, but also highlights your understanding of human variety and your visualization skills. Including this diversity in your drawings can give you an edge in the exam, and it increases your chances of scoring an A. So keep practicing, keep observing, and bring that richness in your memory drawings. Now let's get back to the drawing. You can see that I have created the line of action according to the pose of the old man, and then I've started to draw the hands directly because the back and the body is behind the hands. So first we'll try to analyze the hand posture and then the body. While I'm drawing this, I need you to follow through because I have not kept the drawing in a very speedy way. I have kept it very slow so that you can follow through and you can understand each and every step properly. Don't just skip to the end. I want you all to draw with me. Sit with me, take a pen and paper or pencil, whichever material you want, take colors, anything, and start drawing right now. This is the torso. We are dividing it this time so that you'll be able to understand it very clearly. And here it's the back, curved back. It's the standard style. We can improvise it according to the figure. And now from the glutes, you can attach the cylindrical shape which shows the leg, the thighs of the figure. The hand is tucked in, it's behind the thighs, so you won't be seeing it. The other hand, look, these methods are really simple. So if you draw it in in any angle, you'll be able to draw it in numerous angles, in different eye levels, in different scenarios. It will help you in caricature drawings, it will help you in animation, illustrations. So you'll be able to draw anything in any angle and you will be able to visualize it and create anything. It will be your world. So this is just a start. You need to overcome this. After that, you will be a magician, I can say. You can create magic with your pencil or pen or a marker. When you're drawing any figure, draw the background or the table or the ground level to show that the human figure is real. Otherwise, it will look like an object. So it should have a space or a sense of space. Now let's draw the same figure from a different angle. The first figure we drew together, try to visualize it in your mind. Close your eyes for a couple of seconds and recall it. It was a standing figure facing directly to the right side. This time, we'll change the angle slightly. We'll tilt the figure a bit towards the left, creating a 3/4 view. In this pose, if you remember, the left hand was raised, resting on something like a wall or a surface for support, while the other hand hung down naturally. The line of action, just like I explained earlier, has a gentle curve. The chest is pushed out slightly and the stomach is pulled in. Don't forget the key detail. The wrist line crosses in the opposite direction. I mean the waistline to the shoulder line, which I have just drawn here. The raised hand follows this action. It is a little forward. So we can see that it's foreshortening again. It will be a lot more shorter than the other hand. And yes, you can see once again my camera is playing tricks and has cropped out the left hand again. But that's okay. Let's focus on the drawing. The other arm stays simple and going straight down. Remember, I drew this entirely from memory, and you can too. That's the goal, to train your eyes, your mind, and your hand to work together. So keep practicing along with me. So I remember one leg was a little folded and it was a little forward than the other leg. I think his right leg was straight. The feet was facing a little towards us, but this is a different angle. So this time I'm just facing it towards us directly. The other leg, I'll do it a little more to the left side. Yeah. You should draw it lightly. I'm drawing it a little darker because then you'll be able to see it clearly. Draw it very, very lightly so that you'll be able to draw the details in it. Now I'll do it with a marker. Trust me, this is a very satisfying process. Now, the next pose is the seated figure, also in a different angle. I've heard a lot of students say that seated figures are a little difficult than the standing figures, and I agree because the knees facing towards us is a little difficult to draw. But here I'll show you a very easy way to draw it. Very easy one. You'll find it really easy and you'll be able to draw it very quickly. Now remember, when you're drawing the leg, don't look at it as just a leg. Look at it as a simple cylinder. Break it down into basic form. Visualize the leg as a cylinder coming towards you. This helps you understand the shape in 3 dimensions. You'll see 2 circles, one at the top and one at the bottom, and you'll connect these circles using 2 side lines to create the cylinder. Now, here's the important part. If the knee is pointed directly towards you, the 2 connecting lines will appear shorter, and the circles at the ends will look more circular, almost perfectly round. But if the leg is slightly tilted downward or at an angle, the circles will turn into ovals and the sidelines will appear longer. So always observe the angle and direction of the form and think in simple 3D shapes. This approach will help you draw legs and any body part with better perspectives and depth. And that's it for today, my awesome artists. Keep practicing, keep observing, and most importantly, have fun with it. Remember, every great artist was once a beginner who just didn't give up. So pick up that pencil, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy drawing!